so scary.
Scary. Think of those who face it every single day. You know, Ansh, every day, hundreds of cases of social, physical, economic injustice and abuse are registered against women. And mind you, these are only registered cases.
Women are mothers, women are daughters, women are sisters, friends, wives, aunts, and grandmothers. Then what is the reason for this disparity and injustice?
That's because women do not get an equal opportunity to get themselves educated, especially in rural areas. A large gender gap remains between women's access to decision making and leadership due to lack of education. Women's participation as heads or chairs in rural councils is also much lower than men because of the conservative attitude of society. But if more women are educated, they are more likely to have a greater decision-making power and can speak up against the injustice done to them.
You're right. The other day I read in newspaper that in Pakistan, even a half kilometer in decrease in the school distance will decrease the girls' enrollment in school by 20% for a sorry state. But if more schools are built in local areas like Egypt, several countries in Africa and Indonesia, there will be increase in girls' enrollment in schools.
Oh yes, this reminds me of Malala Yousafzai, a Pakistani female education activist and the 2014 Nobel Peace Prize laureate at the age of 17. She's the world's youngest Nobel Prize laureate. That brings us to the topic of today's assembly, which is International Malala Day. Do you know she was shot because she advocated girls' education? But even a bullet could not suppress her voice.
What a brave girl she is. Tell me more about her.
Come. Let's see her journey to the Nobel Prize and know about her passion for girls' education.
Swat Valley, Pakistan. Malala's home. Morning.
Good morning, Papa. It is time to get ready for school, child.
Yes, Papa. I can't wait. Education is our future.
In 2, when Malala was traveling to school and one of the Taliban militants stops the bus. After the attack.
Malala Yousafzai, the young Pakistani activist, has been airlifted to Birmingham for specialized treatment. We pray for a speedy recovery and hope for the best.
Her courage and determination had inspired the people worldwide.
The surgery was successful, but it will be a long road to recovery.
She is a brave young girl. We will do everything we can to help her heal. Don't worry, Mr. Yousafzai.
4. Malala's address.
The terrorists thought they could silence us, but they failed. We will continue to fight for education, peace, and equality. Thank you.
Final scene. Epilogue. After months of surgeries and rehabilitation, she joined her family in their new home in the UK. It was then she knew she had a choice. She could live a quiet life or could make the most of the new life she had been given. She was determined to continue her fight until every girl could go to school. With a father who has always been her ally and inspiration, she established Malala Fund, a charity dedicated to giving every girl an opportunity to achieve the future she chooses. In recognition of her work, she received the Nobel Peace Prize in December 2014 and became the youngest ever Nobel laureate. Let us see what she has to say after this remarkable achievement.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the honor of speaking with Malala Yousafzai, the youngest Nobel Peace Prize laureate. Congratulations, Malala, on this remarkable achievement.
Thank you so much. It is a privilege to be here and to receive this prestigious award.
You have shown tremendous courage and resilience. What within you gives you that power?
That is a brilliant question, and I think that I've seen a lot in my life, from terrorism, extremism to then being attacked. And I was at that point where I had to make a decision about whether I wanted to continue my campaign for girls' education or not. So going through all these experiences, I've learned that life is for a purpose. It is only 70 or 80 years that we live. So why not live it for a good purpose? Why not live it for a service that can help humanity, that can help the world? So I want to help as many girls as I can to make sure they get quality education and achieve their dreams.
Your advocacy for girls' education has touched the hearts of millions around the world. Can you share what this Nobel Peace Prize means to you?
The Nobel Peace Prize, it is not just for me. It is for all those voiceless children who want education, for all those who have been denied their basic human rights. It is a powerful recognition that education is a fundamental right and a tool to bring lasting peace.
You have faced immense challenges and even survived an assassination attempt by the Taliban. How has this experience shaped your determination and resilience?
Well, I think the attack was a turning point in my life. It made me realize that even death couldn't silence my voice or stop the fight for education. It fueled my determination to speak up for those who couldn't, and I became even more resolute in my mission to ensure that every child, regardless of the gender or background, has access to quality education.
Your work has sparked a global movement for girls' education. What are your hopes for the future?
My hope is that every child, regardless of the circumstances, can attend school and receive quality education. I dream of a world where every girl can fulfill her potential and contribute to the betterment of a society and community.
How do you plan to use this noble platform and a Nobel Peace Prize to further your cause?
Well, truthfully, the Nobel Peace Prize is a tremendous responsibility. I'll use this platform to advocate for policies that prioritize education, to engage with world leaders and decision makers, and to amplify the voices of those who couldn't.
What message would you like to convey to the young people who look up to you and aspire to make a difference in the world?
My message to all the young people out there is your voice matters. Never underestimate the power of your dreams, your ideas, and your actions.
And my last question to you is, what would you say is your key message to world leaders?
I'm just reminding them of their responsibilities, that they are holding the positions in which they are responsible for the people and for the future generation. I remind them that they have to investment towards schooling. They have to support the girls who are out of school. They have to stand with them and make changes in the law and also take action.
Those were all beautiful and inspiring answers. Your life has been an inspiration. I think the change makers of the world will lend their ears to your message and bring about astounding and crucial changes. And we shall soon see more girls going to school.
Thank you for providing me this wonderful platform to speak, and I sincerely hope that everyone is listening and everyone will make change.
Malala's story has taught us that both men and women are equal, that willpower and determination can move mountains. The Taliban shot Malala, but she was given another life. She touched death's door, but fortunately returned. She thought that it was a bonus life which not everyone gets. It was up to her to choose whether to leave or her aim or out of fear, or continue her mission with bravery. She was so determined that even God had to let her live, so she could work towards a noble cause. She wanted to continue her fight, wanted to contribute to humanity and all the education and all the children, especially girls out there. She also started the Malala Fund. Let this not be just something we hear, something that we learn from. It should be that we learn from, something that we inculcate in our lives. Let's conclude this assembly with a soul performance, heart-touching song, Dancer.